Hello world, my name is 𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 and today is just going to be one of those days that I just kind of talk into the mic and update you on where I've been and kind of what I've been up to. In the background you will see me illustrating one character that I created for the all-popular D&D, which is Dungeons and Dragons, for those of you who don't know. I recently really got into playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's been kind of a lifelong childhood dream of mine. So as an adult, I am now playing it, and I'm loving it. And so we dedicate one day a week to play it. So yeah. I'll be illustrating, you'll kind of just see me illustrating my character Luna. Yes, I said Luna, like the moon in Spanish, not Lula, different character. And her little familiar Mumuji right behind her. So I'll kind of go through the process right here. I'm just going to put a huge, not a disclaimer, but kind of a little bit of my process of this. So I was very, and there's nothing wrong with how I did this. And if you work like this is actually a perfect way to learn. But I referenced a lot of anime screenshots and just kind of eyeballed what they did. And that's how I came up with this. Now, there are things that need work, obviously, but I wasn't going to take all that much time on it. Took me not like a whole lot of time, but I would say a couple of hours to get from sketching it on my sketchbook. So I do work traditional. I find that I work better working traditional and then lining it and coloring in digital. So that's kind of been my process these last couple of months. I've realized that those are my strengths. For whatever reason, every time I draw digital, it looks like garbage. But when I draw on traditional paper, I feel like I draw much better. And now I don't know if it's just I'm not used to, I guess how I'm situated or positioned when I'm drawing on the tablet versus when I'm drawing on my sketchbook. I don't really know. Maybe it's the space, like the canvas size, that kind of throws me off when I'm in digital. But I've these last couple months, I've literally just been sketching traditionally, and then bringing it into digital. So yeah, so that's my process. So if this screenshot looks familiar to you, I will try to throw my references up there, but honestly, I don't really want to edit this video. Just know that I did reference quite a bit of anime screenshots. So if the pose or the shading or the background looks familiar, that's why. Now, I didn't copy it, like I didn't trace it, but I did eyeball it. So there are some things that are different, obviously, that are mine. And then there are some things that have definitely like other anime influences. So in case you see that, yeah, and I'll throw my original sketch up there so y'all know that I did not trace it. I did indeed eyeball it. So, okay. Just wanted to put that disclaimer because people, I know, if this video for whatever reason ends up blowing up, which I highly doubt, but feel like I have to put that disclaimer in there because people are going to be like, oh my God, you copied that from this one anime and this is another anime. And people just like break down your shit just to make you feel like shit. And I'm just like, okay, well, I didn't trace it. So there you go. Okay, I'm done with that. Where have I been? So it's been a ride. The last video I made or uploaded, I guess, on my YouTube channels, or I should say on my YouTube's channel is what I usually call the YouTubes, was like a motion illustrated video. Yeah, so I did that. It was just kind of like, it was an illustrated video, like to the beat of a song. So I did that. I had a lot of fun with that. And I don't really know in what direction I want to take my YouTube channel. I love these like sit down and talk videos. And I guess that's what people want to see from the few subscribers that I have. I guess that's what people want. I don't know. I started with doing comic stuff, like web comic stuff, but I'm not that great of an illustrator where I feel very confident in my skills as a webcomic artist. And I know that there's a lot of, I guess, I have a lot of unpopular opinions. So so I won't talk about that. But I don't feel like that's really what I wanted to do and the direction that I wanted for my channel, which is why a lot of the stuff that I was talking about webcomics, I took down because I just, it's not for me. Absolutely not. Like, for those of you who thrive on it, great. Keep thriving, keep doing, keep working, keep creating. It's not the environment or atmosphere for me. And I've realized that, and I'm okay with that. Whether I will continue to do comics, I think I will. But I will not be creating webcomic content, I guess. I won't. I don't want to do that. I don't know. I kind of just want to do what I want to do and just be me. But yeah, so yeah, not a lot of webcomic, goodness, I cannot talk. Not a lot of webcomic content coming your way. Maybe occasionally I will upload something. Like if I decide to create a comic, I really want to create a little web comic series on my, and maybe not really like a full-on story, but maybe some snippets of D&D. We're doing a campaign right now. It's super fun, and I think I would really enjoy just recreating some snippets, like some scenes that we've kind of gone through in the game. Maybe recreate them in illustration form with our characters. I think that would be really fun. But as far as creating, sorry, that was my zipper in case you heard that noise. But as far as creating a full-on webcomic, yeah, probably not. So yeah, so there's that. And where have I been? Busy. I started a new job recently. I do work from home, so that's fantastic. And I actually decided to go back to school. And yeah, so I started grad school, and it's been a ride, y'all. Writing research papers is definitely not my forte. And it's, sorry, I say a lot. And it's been a big learning curve, and it's been keeping me very busy. So yeah. So that's what I've been up to. And that's why I've been very not active on the YouTubes. That, and I think I had a little bit of burnout from creating that music video, or not really music video, it was like a motion video. A lot of work went into that. I mean, I know it doesn't look like a lot of work went into it. I got really lazy in the editing portion because at that point I was kind of done with it. But yeah, so had a little bit of burnout. I continue to draw. I draw every day. I draw in my sketchbook. And you know, I'm all for learning and growing as an artist. So that continues to always be something I'm working towards. It's just that I'm really bad about uploading videos. I'm also really bad about recording myself drawing. And I think the reason is because I really enjoy drawing traditionally. And I don't really want to set up a whole camera, you know, and like record a video of me sketching out in my sketchbook. I don't like that. So yeah. So maybe in future videos, you will see me just kind of rendering the finalized product, I guess, of my work, instead of, you know, seeing the process from scratch, which I know a lot of people like to see. And maybe here and there, I may record myself sketching some stuff out traditionally, but gosh, I mean, I could do like a sketchbook tour if y'all are interested in that. So let me know in the comments below if you would like a sketchbook tour, so you know that I'm not a freaking liar. But I don't know why I have like this. I know people are going to be like, oh, you can't draw. You draw like garbage. Like, no way you drew that. Like, okay, whatever. But But yeah, if you want a sketchbook tour, I could totally do that. So let me know in the comments below if you would like for me to do a sketchbook tour. I think that would be super fun, to be honest. So yeah. What else? I guess that's it. I've been busy. I started working, like I said, and going back to school has been a job. I didn't, part of me was like, oh, I'm going to go back to school. I can just coast. And yeah, no, absolutely not. Not if you want to put your full effort forward and actually learn shit. You can't just put school as on autopilot and just let yourself just coast through. You can't. No, yeah. I mean, you can, and you may pass. What is that? The no man child left behind. Absolutely. But if you actually want to learn and be better and get better, you have to put some kind of effort. And so I am trying to put my best foot forward and putting in the best effort that I can into my papers, because I am going into an education degree. Well, it's a science degree, but it's also an education degree. And yeah, I definitely feel like I have to put my best foot forward. So with that being said, videos will be very sporadically uploaded, I guess, for the next year and a half until hopefully I complete my degree. And, but that will take the chunk, most of my time, and so will work. So anyways, just wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit of where I've been and what I've been doing. And so hopefully you've enjoyed the illustration process in the background. I know it's sped up, but maybe I could talk a little bit about that. I know we're at the 12-minute mark, and I don't want to make this too terribly long. But yeah, so the illustration process, like I said, I think I've explained myself. I sketched it out traditionally on my sketchbook. Took a picture with my phone, brought it into Clip Studio Paint. Well, I emailed it from my phone to my email so I could bring it in from the computer. Plastered it on, plastered it. I wouldn't say plastered. I just uploaded it or opened it into Clip Studio Paint and began tracing my work. Pretty much that's what happened. Now, I'm really bad about recording on OBS. I tend to start my process and I forget to record. So you don't actually see me doing the line work for this. At least I don't think so. And if you do, you see very little of it. I can't remember when I think I actually started in the coloring process. So unfortunately, you don't see the very beginning of it, but you get to see the coloring process of it. So sure. Like I said, I used references for anime screenshots as references. So if it looks similar or familiar to you, it's probably what you're thinking. The rabbit I did, that was a, well, I don't know if it looks like a rabbit to anybody else, but it's supposed to be a rabbit. I did a study on rabbits. I was doing observations. So that's where that came from. So that is, I mean, all of it's my work, but that rabbit was referenced from real life, not from a cartoon. My girl there, Luna, was referenced from an anime character, so I didn't reference her from real life. But I think moving forward, I'm going to start referencing from real life. I typically do. I reference my characters from real life. I just, I observe a real human, whether it be in video, I watch a video and then I pause it at a certain moment in time and I reference that image and make it my own, or just go reference a photograph. I've been doing that a lot lately, and I feel like I've grown as an artist. But this particular screenshot you see here, or this particular image or illustration you see here, is referenced from both anime and life studies. So, okay. I don't really have anything else to say other than, I mean, I kind of had a little bit of trouble there with the text. For whatever reason, I could not figure out. Well, I know I've done it before, but my brain was just not working today. And I could not figure out the outline on Clip Studio Paint. I know where it is now, but I struggled when I was doing this. So if you see that, just overlook that, please. And then, yeah, I decided to add the "Let's go, Mumuji," subtitles as if it were an anime, quote unquote. Again, this is my D&D character, and I would like to illustrate our characters or our adventures. It's been really fun. It's been super funny. I think that the characters are very dynamic. I think that they have there's really good chemistry. It's funny because, gosh, I could just make a whole other video on D&D. Like, I could, if y'all want to like hear about our adventures and like creating our characters, or creating my character Luna, creating my character Luna with her familiar, let me know if you want to know more about that. But yeah, it's been a ride, and I think the characters work really well together, and it's super funny. It was really random, but it worked so well. So let me know if y'all want to see that, or if you want to know more about it. And yeah, go play some D&D, y'all, because it's super fun. It really is. I didn't think I was gonna like it. It's always been one of those things that I've always wanted to try, but I've never been around people who do it or who play it, so I was never introduced, to it. And then finally, I just, we had been playing a lot of board games recently with friends, and I was like, you know what, Hubs? Oh, my Hubs is my husband. I said, I really want to play D&D, and he loves medieval stuff, and he's such a little nerd, He's just like your stereotypical long, skinny man with glasses who makes computers, and he's an IT guy, and he plays video games, and he just loves medieval stuff like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and all this stuff. And so, but he had never played D&D, so I got him and I introduced him to it. So I thought that was really fun. And so now it's kind of like our thing that we do with friends, and it's just a good old time, It's a good escape from reality, and it's just also a really good time to spend with people and cooperate on these adventures and problem solve together. It's like a puzzle. It's super fun. I do recommend it to play with, like your family or your friends. Coronavirus, still take it very seriously. So make sure you're with people are okay, and always take that precaution. But I did want to just talk a little bit about my D&D experience. So far so good. I'm loving it. It's great. So yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end the video here because now it got kind of long, but I just kind of wanted to update y'all on what I've been doing and where I've been going. And well, I haven't been going anywhere, but but kind of, why I've been MIA, a little bit of burnout, got kind of busy, still busy, but wanted to take some time I did this little illustration for my D&D character sheet. So I thought, why not record it? And of course I recorded late because I didn't, well, one, I'm really bad about recording my stuff, but two, I didn't really know if I wanted to make a video on this, but then I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah. All right. Well, yeah, y'all take care. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. If, in your opinions, I guess, I don't know if you've played D&D or where you've been with life and how you've been. And if there are any particular videos you'd like to see from me. I know that if Chris Mason sees this, I apologize, my friend. I know that you had commented on my last video wanting to know the editing process of that motion illustration I did. I hope that one day I will be able to do that. I don't have the motivation for it right now. I'm hoping that one day I can make a little tutorial on how I made that video. I think that's a great idea. Thank you for giving me that idea. And I hope to maybe do that soon. Maybe like, okay, let's just be realistic here. It's me. Let's maybe in the next couple of months I'll come up with something. But yeah, so or you know what? I thought about maybe I could do a live stream and edit in real time with you guys, and maybe y'all can follow along with me. I think that would be fantastic. And maybe I can put some of what I've learned in my degree to use as far as teaching a wide variety of audience, or a wide audience, and like differentiated learning and such. So yeah, that could be an idea as well. Look at me. I'm thinking, using that noggin. All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are in the world. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.